Alright, we are at my buddy Eric's house, and we're going to be installing the new electric playground topper for Attack from Mars. Greetings, Earthlings. The Electric Playground proudly presents a truly out-of-this-world concept in their 4th topper release for everyone's favorite Attack from Mars pinball. This thing is fully compatible with both CGC remakes and original Bally Williams games. This topper features 7 interactive light shows and mechanical elements that bring to life all of your favorite in-game moments, making it the ultimate complement to a game that's been entertaining players for decades. The AFM topper is the first in a series of licensed Bally Williams toppers in partnership with Planetary Pinball and features original artwork by Brad Albright. Now guys, don't let all of this hardware intimidate you like it did me. Luckily, this company already has a healthy instructional video to walk you through the entire process of installing this on your own game. After you install this thing on your own game, it will look like this. Specimen that I just put the Grand Champion score on, and now we're going to be utilizing the top of this game. It's not a CGC, obviously this is the Bally original, so the instructions are going to be a little bit different for CGCs, but this is what we're going to be utilizing. So we're just going to follow the Electric Playground's instructions verbatim and just see how everything goes. Alright, glass is coming off. We have got this portion of the topper put together so far. We got the Ethernet cable and the 12 volts feeding down back behind here. We haven't got this screwed back on just yet. We'll get that eventually. But yeah, but we're gonna get the play filled up, get the balls out of here, and get this all lifted up and start getting the underneath done. Alright, so now we're basically doing the photoresistor that lets the topper know to turn on. We got the wires run. So these are all your wires currently back here. Now the instructions want you to zip tie up here. So we're not following the instructions 100%. This is what he's wanting to do, but these are all the wires that are coming back in here to feed up here to this. But we're following the video, Rob, just showing how it's going together. So all right, so we're done with the back box, and now we're ready to start, I guess, doing everything else. All right, now installing the node board. You mean to put some hair around it so you can get that in there? Ready to move on to the next step. Here we are reinserting the nut that we removed down here, because if we would have followed the instructions, you don't remove this one on the Bally Williams. Did you lose track of where the...
There it is.
Okay, so now we're installing the bracket over here for this one.
It's gonna have a little kick to it.
Alright, now you can move that lamp over a little bit and tighten it up, or does that be fine where it's at?
Yeah.
Alright, moving on.
Cary.
Alright, last but not least are the last two that are going to be the UFO portion for the UFO flasher and the flasher that goes to this baby right here. So we're going to get these all wired up now. Start disassembling this. Should be able to twist and come off. And then we'll wire that in. I guess I'll do that while he's doing this. Alright, so we've got the flasher photoresistor for this flasher installed. We got the photoresistor for the UFO installed. Now we're just getting everything back together. And I think then we should be damn close to being done. And there we go. Now we did have to adjust the potentiometer, which is in the instructions. There's a pot right here, a potentiometer that you're gonna have to adjust to make sure that this thing turns on whenever it detects the light that's in your back glass. So we had to turn it down until this thing turned on. So now we're gonna, I guess, test everything out, make sure everything works.
The Martians are strengthening the Tower of Pisa! Excellent! Italia!
Everything is working.
Looks good.
Yeah. Everything's all hooked up and working as it should. All the wiring is back here doing its thing. Well, you can see what the solenoid looks like back here. If I hit again, wait, we see what it looks like back here. I think the camera might be picking it up, but yeah, that little solenoid, there's two of them. There's one in there, and there's one back here for the UFO. So there you have it, the AFM topper from the Electric Playground. What do you think of it, guys? I think this is an excellent alternative for those of you out there that didn't manage to get the CGC with the top tier topper and everything like that. If you're a topper person, you want a topper that interacts with your game and does as close as possible as that it can to what CGC made, then this is the one for you. There are some caveats. One being the price is a little bit up there at $1,279, but honestly, when you compare that to other manufacturers like Stern that charges like $2,000, sometimes more, depending on the game, and you see that this is interactive with the game itself and not just up there like layered plastics that don't do anything, then you start seeing the value. And then you have, there's only going to be 300 of these things made, so not everyone can have this. This is going to be a limited run of only 300. Now, another thing that you need to remember is that since this is considered a mod, it's not made by Bally Williams or CGC, they have to basically design and build a nervous system that gets mounted throughout your machine, photo sensors to detect certain lights or flashers in order for it to actually communicate or interact with the game. They can't like dig into the code and mimic or let the machine itself tell the topper what to do. This topper is merely going to be just interacting with what it's sensing with these photo sensors. And that's why it seems like a lot of hardware. And going to the node board, it may look a little intimidating, but once you get in there and you follow their instruction video, it's pretty simple. Now, a perk to this also is that it's going to be licensed. So they didn't like have to like customly alter the artwork in order for it to not be infringing on licensing. They're in partnership with Planetary Pinball. And then you have Brad Albright that did a very good job of recreating the art package that you see on your Bally Williams or your CGC games. If you're a topper guy and you have Attack from Mars, this is the topper for you. Also, something to note in case you were curious, this mod is completely removable from your system. No permanent damage is done. If my video and explanation and everything wasn't enough for you, you will be able to see this topper in person at Pinball Expo coming up next week. This video should be launching the day of announcing the topper to everybody, and I think the topper actually releases the day after that. So by all means, all the links and everything you need in order to like buy this and any other further information that I wasn't able to get into this video will be in the links down below. With a lot of Attack from Mars games out in the world and only 300 of these toppers being available, are you going to be one of those? Let me know in the comment section down below, and until next time, guys, peace out.